Okay, so then ako to stop. This problem still belongs to rectilinear motion, wherefore the motion is straight. This is just the behavior of displacement with respect to time, but the actual motion is along this path only. Okay? Niririgan mo ba ito ng particle rectilinear motion? Talagang iya ang behavior is dictated by the displacement function. All right, I think let's move to the next problem. My next problem ba? Wala? Wala? I think mga only problem isa sa tabi na these are composed of medium to hard problems. No? Sabihan ko sa medium to hard problems sa dynamics. But eventually, if mag-gets mo lang concept, ma-okay mo na siya. May easy mo diya like simple motion. Okay, narin namin siya. The small projectile is fired vertically downward. This will be our last sample problem on the board. In the next week, before we proceed with our next topic, we'll have a quiz. Okay, so last problem. A small projectile is fired vertically downward into a fluid medium with an initial velocity of 60 meters per second. Initial velocity. That is the velocity before it enters the water or fluid. Due to the drop resistance of the fluid, the projectile experiences a deceleration, which is given -0.4 v cubed. Experimentally, ang ilang correlation equation ng nakuha, where v is in meter per second. Determine the projectile's velocity and position 4 seconds after it is fired. Okay, so let's try to solve this one. -4 v cubed. So the given is the initial velocity, 60 meters per second. And the equation of the acceleration is -0.4 v cubed. These are only the given. The required is the required setting? Velocity and position. These are two vectors. Velocity at long time, 4 seconds, meaning the velocity at 4 seconds and the position, let's call it x, at 4 seconds. Okay, let's go now to the solution. First, we need to find for the unique functions, the displacement, velocity, and acceleration equation for this specific type of motion. We can see naman that this category belongs to category phase because our acceleration is variable. So we need to use those two fundamental equations to produce specific formula. Okay, so first A is equals to -0.4 v cubed. We can use this. We can equate this one to dv dt, correct? And we can integrate this one. Ready na? So let's say -0.4 t is equals to d, -3 dv. I integrate, sorry. So let's integrate both sides. -0.4 t dt v -3 dv. Okay, so let's start logic equations. At time t0, the velocity is v0, at the given arrow, 60 meters per second. At time t equals 0. And at time t, time t equals 0. We know that time is 4 seconds, pero we use the variables na lang para mag-manipulate. Right, so this will result to negative 0.4 t, 0 t, and then ay nadula nga pa ng dB. So this would be negative 4. This would be correct because they apply mong power series, pakan sila negative 4. Ay, plus minus series dapat pumili 2 lang sila. It should be correct. Answer coefficient negative 2 minus 1, this will be negative 3. And then B0, B. So the final is negative 0.4 T is equals to negative 1/2 1 V squared minus 1 V naught squared. So i-simplify ito lang. Negative negative cancel 0.4 times 2.8. 0.8 T is equals to 1 V squared minus 1 V naught squared. Okay, so that's for our first equation velocity. We can answer na V4 because we have to plug in on that. We have B0 naught, V naught naman na 60. We plug into lang na siya, then plug into naman ang time ng 4 seconds, we can get the V. What about the X na 9? Pagkita ko talaga before ka mag-calculate. This is the first equation now. Second equation is, first we have V dx dt. Let's see if we can utilize this. Pwede ito din sa plug in. But that would, I think, complicate this. Let's see it. 0.8 t plus 1 over v naught squared plus 1 v squared. So yung isang v squared is 1 over 0.8 t plus 1 over v naught squared. And then square root of is 1 0.8 t plus 1 over v naught squared. Equation of dx dt. It's complicated. Ang v naught is ano niya, constant niya. We can plug that in. We can plug in ng value of 60. So dt na lang dt. That would be ln. Logarithmic. Let's see if we can find another route. That would be possible, this one. Maybe ng straw. Let's see bisa chain rule. A dx b dv. A is negative 0.4 for v cube dx b dv. Ano pwede? Okay. So negative 0.4 dx may mo siyang 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Right? Pwede masapos yung route. Okay. So negative 0.4 dx is equals to v negative 2 dv. Dito guys naman pagbuwa, di ba? Kaya nga ito mismo, galing acceleration is variable, tapos pagbuwa pa ang v or x, di pwede. Because they are all dependent sa higher na derivative, which is acceleration. So at x equals to 0, that would be the position. And then I could say that the position is this would be positive x. Therefore, ang mga natin position 0. That's the time may v naught ka ba? So that's the time v naught ka. That's sama na point v naught siya, 60 meters per second. And at what position ang velocity is ano na? Pwede mo na once we can find the velocity, once we can find the velocity at that time, which is 4 seconds, paggamit na rin yan sa equation 1, ang ina siyang velocity, that is the velocity at time 4 seconds. We can use also that velocity sa rin yun to get the position at that time because ang velocity nga ginagin mo is velocity at 4 seconds. Na-carry yun ang information. So sluggish. Oy. Oh, sure. Oy. Summoning. Oy. Okay. So, C, this would be 0.4 x, 0 x, negative 1, correct? Negative b, negative. Minus 1 is negative 2. So this would be b not b. So let's plug in 0.4 x is equals to negative 1 over b minus 1 over b naught. So finally, our x position is 1 over 0.4, 1 minus b, 1 minus b naught, or x is equals to 2.5, or 5 over 2. 1 minus b, 1 minus b naught. Okay, so let's try to solve this one before that we attempt ang isa ka complicated equation tayo. We have equation 1, we have equation 2. Let's solve. Sino ko tayo na solve? Let's solve V4. Meaning 0.8 times 4 is equals to 1 over V squared minus 1 over 60 squared. 60 meter per second, 4 seconds. So V squared, square root of that is meter per second. .8 times 4, that's 1 over 60 squared. That's a 0.8 times 4 plus 1 over 60 squared. Reciprocal of that. And square root of that. 0.559. Remember velocity nga po ito. So if you answer only 0.559 meter per second, you would only get half points because that is speed. So you must add the direction. In this case, you can use arrow man. Ang gagamit ang IJK, pwede ba na? But in this case, downward lang. So this is V4. This is the velocity. Di ba nag-decelerate siya? Pero 60 mo. Para siya. Before sa nag-enter sa fluid rin yan. 60. So pagka na-awiya, 4 seconds later, magkabulong di na siya. Basta 4 seconds later, nag-reduce it sa katama, 0.559 meter per second. Nasa almost 0. So we can use this velocity sa na-derive sa dalawang because that is the velocity at time 4 seconds. Sige na po yung tamang position at 4 seconds. So pwede ito naman magamit, 0.559. Okay. So x equals to 4, which is 5 over 2, the same as Japan sa V4. V naught, which is 5 halves, 1 over 0.55, 9 meter per second, minus 1 over 60. So x4 1 divided by this minus 1 divided by 60 minus 5 by 2 is 4.43. 4.43 meter. This is position, not distance. So ang direction is downward. That is sufficient. Okay. What about this one there? Try na rin. Ano yung ano diba? Yung ina-solution niya. Bali dx is equals to dt. Ano ba yung equations ng ln na? Dx over u. Oh, pwede. Minus lang 0.8. Ay, subtract talaga yung 0.8. This would be a time t0. Position is 0 ito sa surface ng fluid. At time t, what is the x? So this would be, diretso na lang ito, x x minus. Sige na lang para procedural. Area. This would result to ln. 0.8t plus 1 over v naught squared. ln u is du dx over u, which is 0.8. So minus natin di 0.8. Cancel lang itong 0.8. 0.8 na ba over u. Alright. This would be 0 and t. Okay, so this would be x. And this would be sa ilo ko lang di 0.8 para di sasabad. This would be ln 0.8t plus 1 over v naught squared minus ln gidya mismo. Hindi kayo susulod yan. Na mismo gidya. I-copy mo sa biya. Ay, zero. Uy, ano to? No. Hindi kayo ng comment. Gaga. Hey. No, wait, 2. Yan. This will be 0. 0.8. Tapos. Yung 15 minus 0. National function. Values ng t minus national function. Yung 0. So, mag-0 na siya. So, mabilin yung minus. Ano ta? I-combine ko sila, which is ma-divide di siya. Divide sa square root of 1. So, sulit ko na lang siya. So, i-cancel ko na lang para simple. This would be ln times 0.8 t p0 squared plus 1. 0.8x. All right, so we have now displacement equation as function of time. This is the moment of truth because if we plug in 4 seconds time here, it should equate to 4.43. Let's see. 0.8x equals to ln 0.8 times 4 seconds, which is times 60, into plus x squared plus 1. Let's check it. 0.8 times 4 times 60 squared plus 1. Square root of that. ln. Wait, 0.8. Oh shit. Di ba? What is wrong? Hello. What's the matter? Let's check on the stats. This is the function 0.8p equals to 1 minus b squared minus 1b squared. So let's say we have 0.8p plus 1 over b naught squared is equal to 1 over b squared. So ito siya 1 over 0.8p plus 1 over b 0 naught squared. Square root of that is 0.8p plus 1 over b 0 squared. That would be dx dt. So ito and dx is dt over 0.8p plus 1 over b naught squared. And then we integrate time to 0, position x is 0, let the interface, time t position x and integrations and derivatives and integrations in dx. Ini yan, it should be ln ano na, dx over u. Ini u tayo isang square. Salat. Ikaw. Mga square root na yun. Square root, kaya ko 0.8 ang u. Square root, kaya. So, salat. Apoy, so let mess up ba? Wala git may may naka-notice ang atong port, wala ba nag-chat. Magsala ka, okay lang na. Importante, kabalo ka ng sala. Square root, pili natin na du. Ayang u. One half, click 1/2. This is dx. It's one, square root, Oh, sakto, square root. So this would be x. One half. Minus 1 is equal to 1/2. So dapat may correction factor tadi nga 2. over 0.8. Let's check that. X is dx. Natin yung i-derive na siya, just be 1/2 times 2 times 7. And then derivative sa sulod is 0.8, so makancel ang 0.8, and then 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. Correct. Okay na. So this would be x. ln, okay na? To the weight 0.8. Perhaps the other one. Okay, so let's see. It should be 4. 0.8 times 4 plus 1 divided by 60 squared. Square root of that times 5 by 2 is 4.472. So 4.43. Yeah, that's close. Okay, gin-round off sa digay na gin-round off sa velocity. Wala pong gin-round off ang velocity. Ngayon hindi isa equal o isa. Yeah. Gusto mo equal din yan. Sige pa. 2 times 4 plus 160 squared. Reciprocal square root. Okay, 24.589. All right. Reciprocal minus 60 squared. 4.43 dito siya. Inside 4.47. Wala mo kung maging round up. Who gets the source ng error. But that's the solutions lang. Ang isa, we use displacement as a function of velocity. Yung saya, we use displacement as a function of time. May diwata ka equation sa displacement. Sa equation niya isa lang. Ng velocity as a function of time. For a reason. So this is for case 10. So that's all for today's meeting. Next meeting, before we proceed with next topic, we have our first quiz. So my advice is to expose yourself with as many and as diverse problems as possible. Hindi mo lang ako problem sa akong module na isend ko lang siya sa inyo maybe this day or tomorrow that I have to change something in the end. All right, so if you have questions now, please follow up na lang sa GC. Okay, thank you so much for listening.